On the subway, a girl absent-mindedly grabbed a handrail, only to find her hand covered in sticky, gooey snot. She immediately recoiled in disgust, frantically pulling out a wet wipe and scrubbing her hand clean. At first, she didn't think much of it, but later at work, her co-workers noticed she suddenly started bleeding from the nose. Panicked, she rushed to the bathroom to wash her face, assuming it was just a minor irritation. But when she looked down at her hands, she saw that the hand that had touched the snot was now sprouting several small red bumps. Alarmed, she went straight to the dermatologist, who asked if she'd come into contact with anything dirty recently. She immediately remembered the incident on the subway. The doctor suggested it might be a fungal infection and prescribed an ointment to apply. On her way home, she eagerly smeared the medicine on her hand and covered it with a bandage, just wanting to rest. But as soon as she stepped out of the subway station, she ran into a female coworker. She tried to greet her, but the coworker stared at her in fear. Before she could react, her nose began gushing blood like a faucet. Terrified, she dashed into the bathroom, scrubbing at the blood on her face, only to notice dozens of tiny holes forming all over her palm. It was so disgusting it made her skin crawl. Thankfully, she woke up and realized it had been just a nightmare. But when she looked at her hand, she found the bandage was still there. Cautiously, she peeled it back to check, but was suddenly called by a classmate to attend a company celebration. At the party, she saw the messiest, scariest influencer at work suddenly gaining 1 million followers in just a few days. She felt so nauseous, she ran straight to the bathroom to vomit. On her way home, she felt a wetness in her nose again. It was blood, and the tiny holes had reappeared on her hand. Realizing this was no dream, she rushed into the bathroom, tore off the bandage, and saw that not only her hand but also her neck was infected. Terrified, she tried to apply the ointment, but in the next moment, a hand from the neighboring stall snatched it away. She trembled all over, watching in horror as her palm began to take root and sprout, followed by her whole body blossoming like a plant. Within a minute, she had transformed into a human-plant hybrid, sitting silently in the bathroom, utterly still.